If you have ever booked a flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo, you may have noticed something strange when you looked at the flight path on the screen in front of you. The plane does not fly straight across the Pacific Ocean. It curves, way up north, almost toward Alaska. Sometimes it looks like the pilot is going in the completely wrong direction. And yet, every airline does it, every single time. So either every airline on Earth is wasting fuel flying the wrong way, or there's something about the Pacific Ocean that nobody talks about. The answer is one of the most fascinating hidden mechanics in modern aviation. And once you understand it, you will never look at a flight map the same way again. The first reason is something that sounds obvious once you hear it, but most people have genuinely never considered it. The Earth is a sphere, and when you draw a sphere on a flat piece of paper, distances get distorted. What looks like a straight line across the middle of a flat map is actually a much longer route in the real world. The shortest distance between 2 points on a sphere is called a Great Circle Route. And when you draw that line between Los Angeles and Tokyo on an actual globe, it curves up through the northern Pacific, close to Alaska and the Aleutian Islands. That curved path on your flat screen map is not the long way around. It is the shortest possible route. The map is lying to you. The pilot is not lost. They're flying the most mathematically efficient path that exists. But the Great Circle Route is only part of the answer. The other part is something called the jet stream, a powerful river of fast-moving air that flows continuously across the upper atmosphere at speeds of up to 400 kilometers per hour. The jet stream flows from west to east across the northern Pacific. When a plane flying from the U.S. to Asia can position itself to ride that stream, it effectively gets pushed along by hundreds of kilometers per hour of free wind assistance. This cuts flight time significantly and saves enormous amounts of fuel. A flight that might take 11 hours against the wind can be reduced to 9 hours by simply finding the right altitude and position within the jet stream. Airlines plan routes months in advance, specifically to take advantage of jet stream patterns. The curved northern path is not just the shortest distance. It is also where the wind works in the plane's favor. There's a third reason, and this one is the one nobody mentions. The Central Pacific Ocean is one of the most remote and unreachable places on Earth. If a plane were to experience a serious emergency over the middle of the Pacific, an engine failure, a medical crisis, a loss of pressure, the nearest airport could be 3 to 4 hours away. In aviation, that is an eternity. There is a strict aviation rule called ETOPS, Extended Operations, which governs how far a twin-engine aircraft is allowed to fly from the nearest airport at any given moment. Flying a Great Circle route along the northern Pacific keeps planes within a safer distance of emergency landing options. Airports in Alaska, the Aleutian Islands, Japan, and Russia. The Central Pacific offers almost none of that. It is simply too isolated, too vast, and too far from help if something goes wrong. If you made it this far, share this with someone who has ever looked at a flight map and thought the pilot was going the wrong way. And if this was worth your time, a like helps more than you think. Every time you board a flight, there are dozens of invisible decisions already made on your behalf. Routes calculated to the meter, wind patterns studied weeks in advance, emergency options mapped out before you even arrive at the airport. The path your plane takes is never random. It is the result of physics, mathematics, and 300 years of hard-learned lessons about what keeps people alive at 35,000 feet. That is Explain IRL. I will see you in the next one.